Good evening, everyone. It's a great honor to speak to you today on a topic that resonates with the human experience in a profound way. From shadows to light, the power of silent struggles. Life is full of challenges, many of which we face quietly, without fanfare or recognition. These are the struggles that occur in the shadows of our lives, the battles that no one sees, but that shape us nonetheless. In our fast-paced world, where success is often celebrated loudly, these silent struggles can sometimes feel invisible. Yet it is these struggles that have the most power to transform us. We all carry burdens that others may never know about. They could be personal, emotional, or mental. Perhaps we face loneliness, self-doubt, or battles with mental health. Yet there is something unique about these struggles. They don't define us. They refine us. The shadows that we walk through, though dark and uncertain, are often the very places where we experience the greatest growth. These silent struggles do not leave us broken. Instead, they leave us stronger, more resilient, and more compassionate. Consider the quiet resilience of someone overcoming illness without seeking sympathy. Think of the single parent who juggles multiple jobs, fighting every day to provide a better future for their children, yet never ask for recognition. These stories may not make the headlines, but they are the stories of true strength. These silent struggles teach us the importance of perseverance, and they remind us that light is often found after the darkest of times. It is important to remember that we are all walking through our own personal shadows at some point in our lives. Yet these shadows are temporary. No matter how dark the path may seem, the light always follows. The journey from shadows to light is not just about overcoming hardships. It is about discovering our inner strength. We are capable of emerging from the dark, embracing the lessons we've learned, and shining a light for others who may be walking their own path through the shadows. 0.4 key points for this speech are given below. 1. Silent struggles build resilience. Silent struggles, while often unseen, are among the most transformative experiences we can go through. These personal challenges build resilience because they require us to tap into our deepest resources of strength. When we face difficulties in silence, we don't have the luxury of relying on external validation or support. We are forced to confront our fears, doubts, and vulnerabilities alone. It is in this solitude that we learn how to keep going even when the road seems impossible. With each step forward, despite the weight of the struggle, we build a foundation of resilience that strengthens us for future challenges. What makes these struggles so powerful is that they demand that we dig deep within ourselves for answers, often forcing us to adapt, learn, and grow in ways we didn't expect. This personal growth happens quietly, but the impact is profound. It's through these silent struggles that we discover what we're truly made of. Our ability to persevere even when everything around us seems to be falling apart. These experiences shape us into stronger, more resilient individuals, ready to face the next wave of challenges with a greater sense of confidence and determination. The resilience born from silent struggles isn't just about surviving difficult moments. It's about evolving through them, gaining strength from adversity, and becoming more capable of handling future obstacles. These quiet battles, though they may feel isolating at the time, ultimately prepare us for the bigger challenges life throws our way. And when we look back, we realize that it was during the most silent and unseen struggles that we found the greatest strength within ourselves. 2, transforming darkness into light. The journey from shadows to light is symbolic of the transformative power of overcoming adversity. When we face our most difficult challenges, It often feels as though we are walking through a dark tunnel with no end in sight. The shadows can be overwhelming, and at times, it feels as though the weight of our struggles may never lift. However, this period of darkness is never permanent. It is in these times that we are forced to confront our deepest fears and uncertainties. Yet it is also in these moments of hardship that we find our true strength. As we push forward through the darkness, there are subtle shifts happening within us. With every step we take, we learn more about our capacity to endure, to remain hopeful, and to continue moving forward, even when it seems like the light is far away. Over time, these challenges shape us into more resilient individuals, building the mental, emotional, and spiritual muscle we need to handle whatever comes next. And when we finally emerge from the shadows, we see the world differently, more clearly, with a deeper understanding of ourselves and our own capacity to overcome obstacles. The light that follows darkness is not just a literal change, it is an internal transformation. Emerging from the shadows signifies a newfound clarity and wisdom that can only be gained through experience. We become more aware of our own strengths, more compassionate toward others, and more capable of handling the uncertainties of life. The journey through the shadows teaches us that light is not just an external force, it's something we cultivate within ourselves, a light that burns brighter because we know the value of perseverance and the power of hope. This process of transformation is gradual, but when we reach the light, it feels like a victory, not just over the challenges we faced, but over the doubt and fear that tried to hold us back. We come to realize that the shadows, while difficult, were an essential part of the journey. Without them, we might not have recognized the brilliance of the light we found. The light in this sense isn't simply a resolution, it is a new way of seeing the world and ourselves, forever shaped by the struggles we endured. 3, invisible struggles are real. Invisible struggles are often the hardest to navigate because they are by nature unseen by others. These personal battles take place in the quiet moments of our lives, hidden behind the facade we present to the world. Whether it's dealing with anxiety, loss, self-doubt, or personal trauma, many of the most difficult challenges people face go unnoticed. On the surface, everything may appear fine, but internally, these struggles are profound and taxing. The absence of external validation or recognition can make it feel as though our pain is invisible, or that we are somehow weak for struggling in silence. But the truth is, these silent struggles are incredibly real and significant. The fact that others might not see these battles does not make them any less important. In fact, it is often in the unseen moments of hardship that we are forced to develop the most important qualities of resilience, self-reliance, and inner strength. There are no outward signs, no sympathy to lean on, no applause or praise when we overcome these challenges. Yet each step we take in silence is a testament to our endurance. And while the world may not recognize these moments, they shape who we are and build the quiet strength that carries us through life. Moreover, the invisibility of these struggles does not diminish their impact. The burden of facing something so profound without the comfort of shared understanding can be isolating. Yet many individuals press forward, motivated by an internal desire for personal growth, healing, or simply survival. What makes these silent struggles even more powerful is that they often go on without anyone knowing, no one to validate our efforts, no one to cheer us on. And yet we rise, we endure. When we recognize that everyone is carrying their own silent battles, it encourages us to be kinder, more understanding, and less judgmental. It reminds us that behind every person's story, there might be an untold struggle, one that requires nothing more than kindness, or a moment of listening. When we acknowledge the weight of these unseen struggles, we begin to create a culture of understanding where empathy becomes as important as success, and the silent warriors among us are recognized for the strength they possess. Even though these struggles remain hidden from most, they are a vital part of the human experience. They remind us that strength is not always loud or visible, but often it is found in the quietest, most personal battles that are fought when no one is looking. 4, empathy and compassion. The silent struggles we face have a profound impact on our ability to empathize with others. When we go through difficult, invisible challenges, we learn firsthand the value of compassion and understanding. We come to realize that everyone we meet is carrying something, a burden, a fear, a wound that may not be immediately visible. This awareness deepens our capacity to relate to others in ways that are meaningful and authentic. Having navigated our own difficult times, we begin to understand that sometimes all someone needs is a listening ear, a word of encouragement, or the simple acknowledgement that they are not alone. Empathy is born not out of judgment, but out of shared humanity. When we experience silent struggles, we gain a unique insight into the emotional and mental toll that hardship can take. This experience makes us less likely to judge others based on outward appearances and more likely to look beyond the surface. We learn that struggles are complex and multifaceted, and that the person standing before us may be carrying emotional or mental weights that we cannot see. In this sense, our own silent battles serve as a reminder that we are all intercompassioned, bound by the same human condition. In addition, these personal struggles often make us more sensitive to the emotional well-being of others. The quiet pain we've experienced enables us to identify with people who may be suffering in silence, allowing us to offer support in ways that are both meaningful and non-judgmental. It's no longer about simply offering advice or quick fixes. It's about showing up for someone without expectation, knowing that sometimes the most powerful form of help is just being present. It's in these moments of silent empathy that we create bonds of trust and understanding. Moreover, this empathy allows us to create a culture of support and kindness within our communities. When we acknowledge that everyone is facing their own unseen struggles, we foster an environment where people feel safe to express vulnerability and seek help. We stop expecting perfection from each other and instead create spaces where flaws, mistakes, and struggles are accepted as part of the journey. This shift in mindset has the power to break down walls of isolation and foster deeper connections, where empathy thrives and people can find healing through shared understanding. In the end, it is through our silent struggles that we cultivate empathy, not just for ourselves, but for others as well. We come to recognize that we are not alone in our pain, and that the experiences that challenge us most are often the ones that teach us how to truly connect with and support those around us. In conclusion, silent struggles may often be invisible to the world, but their power is undeniable. These unseen battles shape us in profound ways, building resilience, fostering growth, and teaching us the value of perseverance. As we journey through the shadows, we emerge with a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, carrying with us the strength to face future challenges. The silent struggles we endure also cultivate empathy, allowing us to connect with others in a meaningful way and offer compassion where it's needed most. They remind us that we are all walking our own paths, carrying our own burdens, yet we are never truly alone in our fight. These quiet moments of hardship may not receive the recognition they deserve, but they are the foundation upon which our greatest strengths are built. From the shadows to the light, we find not only our own resilience, but also the courage to support and uplift one another. It is in these silent struggles that we discover the true power of the human spirit. And it is through these struggles that we find our way toward a brighter, more compassionate future. Thank you.